Assalamu alaikum guys, I am Gazanfar and today we will discuss about the conformational analysis of cyclohexane, and that is a cyclic system, and this is a planar molecule of cyclohexane in which all the hydrogens are in the eclipsed state. All the hydrogens are present in the eclipsed state, and it is a planar molecule of cyclohexane, and here the bond angle is 120 degree. Optimal tetrahedron bond angle is 109.5 degree. But here we can see that the bond angle is 120, that is very large from 109.5 degree, that is our optimal tetrahedron bond angle. So we can say that there is a very high or maximum angle strain present in this molecule. And secondly, we can see that 6 pairs of carbon hydrogen bonds are present in the eclipsed state in the planar molecule of cyclohexane. So due to the eclipsing between the 6 pairs of the carbon hydrogen bonds, there is also a very high torsional strain present. And we can also see that it is a highly unstable molecule due to the presence of angular strain, due to the presence of torsional strain, and there is also static strain present in this molecule. So we can say that the planar molecule of cyclohexane is a highly unstable molecule due to the presence of angular strain, torsional strain, and static strain. So cyclohexane adopts different non-planar conformations to different non-planar conformations to avoid the angular strain, torsional strain, and the static strain. Now we draw the different non-planar conformations which reduces the angular strain, torsional strain, and static strain to get the stability. Non-planar conformations or stable conformations of cyclohexane. When I flip this molecule, we get another conformation. That is called half chair conformation. It is a planar conformation of cyclohexane. It is half chair conformation of cyclohexane, in which 5 pairs of carbon hydrogen bonds are present in the eclipsed state, and we can see that one carbon is out of the plane. So here the bond angle is 120 degree, but here the bond angle is 109.5 degree. So all the 5 pairs of carbon hydrogen bond are in the eclipsed state. So due to the eclipsing between the bonds, there is a high torsional strain present in chair conformation, plus there is also angle strain present in chair conformation. So it is the least stable conformation as compared to the other non-planar conformations, but it is more stable as compared to the planar conformation because one carbon is out of the ring present. Now we flip this molecule and get another conformation that is called Bode conformation. This conformation is called Bode conformation, and it is more stable conformation as compared to half chair conformation and planar conformation of cyclohexane. And we can see that we can see that 4 pairs of carbon hydrogen bond are in the eclipsed state. So due to the eclipsing between these 4 pairs of the carbon hydrogen bond, there is a torsional strain present. There is a torsional strain present in the Bode conformation, but a very little, or we can say that it is almost free from angle strain, because it has the optimal bond angle of 109.5 degree. And secondly, it is unstable due to the presence of these two hydrogens that are called flagpole hydrogens. These two hydrogens are called flagpole hydrogens. And due to the interaction between these flagpole hydrogens, there is also static strain present. There is also static strain present. So due to the presence of static and torsional strain, it is unstable, but it is almost free from the angular strain. So it is more stable as compared to the half chair conformation and as compared to the planar conformation. When I flip this board conformation, then we get another conformation that is the more stable conformation as compared to the board, half chair, and compared to the planar conformations. And because in this twist board conformation, the flagpole hydrogens move away from each other and sector in twist board conformation, and we can say that there is a torsional strain present, there is steric strain present, and it is almost free from the angular strain or angle strain, because here the optimal mole angle is almost 109.5 degree like board conformation. So it reduces the torsional strain as well as the steric strain, because the flagpole hydrogens move away from each other, and it reduces the flagpole interactions and reduces the steric strain. So twist board conformation is more stable as compared to the board conformation, half chair conformation, and planar conformation. Then I twist or flip this molecule of twist board conformation and get another conformation that is called chair conformation. This conformation is called chair-like conformation of cyclohexane, and we can say that the chairman conformation of cyclohexane is the most stable conformation, because all the bonds are in the staggered state. All the bonds are in the staggered state. So there are two types of bonds are present. These bonds are called axial bonds. These are called equatorial bonds. What are axial and equatorial bonds? The bonds that are perpendicular to the plane of the ring are called axial bonds, and the bonds that are projected sideways, along the plane of the ring are called equatorial bonds. And we can say that equatorial bonds are more stable as compared to the axial bonds. So these are the equatorial bond, axial bond, equatorial, axial, axial, equatorial, axial, equatorial, equatorial, axial. So we can see that there are 6 axial bonds are present, 6 axial bonds are present, and 6 equatorial bonds are present. But in these 6 axial bonds, there are 3 axial up and 3 axial down. Similarly, in equatorial bonds, there are 3 equatorial up bonds and 3 equatorial down bonds in the chair-like conformation of a cyclohexane. When we draw the Newman projection for this chair-like conformation of cyclohexane, then we will observe that all the bonds are in the staggered state, so it is almost free from the angular strain, torsional strain, and steric strain. So it is considered the most stable conformation of a planar cyclohexane, because here the bond angle is 111 degree, that is very close to optimal bond angle of 109.5 degree. So there are two conformations of the chair-like conformation of a cyclohexane. When I flip this chair-like conformation of cyclohexane, we get another conformation of cyclohexane, that is like this. This is the chair-like conformation of cyclohexane. There is an axial bond here, equatorial bond here, axial, equatorial, axial, equatorial, axial, equatorial, axial bond, equatorial bond, axial bond, equatorial bond. So we will observe that there are 3 axial up bonds, 3 axial down bonds, 3 equatorial up bonds, 3 equatorial down bonds are present in the chair-like conformation of a cyclohexane. When we flip this chair-like conformation and get another conformation of chair-like cyclohexane, so these axial bonds becomes equatorial bonds. These 3 axial bonds that are axial up are converted into 3 equatorial up bonds. 3 axial down bonds are converted into 3 equatorial down bonds, and these 3 equatorial up bonds are converted into 3 axial up bonds, and these 3 equatorial down bonds are converted into 3 axial down bonds. When we flip this chair conformation into this chair conformation, here we see the axial up, axial down, equatorial up, this bond. Here we can see that it is axial up, equatorial down. Here equatorial up, axial down. So we can see that it is axial up, equatorial down, axial up, down, equatorial up, axial down, equatorial up, axial up, equatorial down, and we can see that here is axial up and equatorial down. So we can see that 3 axial up bonds are converted into 3 equatorial up bonds, 3 axial down bonds are converted into 3 equatorial down bonds, 3 equatorial up bonds are converted into 3 axial up bonds, 3 equatorial down bonds are converted into 3 axial down bonds in this chair-like conformation of cyclohexane. Now we draw the Newman projection of a chair-like conformation of cyclohexane. Suppose I am seeing from this side. So it is our carbon number 1, it's 2, carbon number 3, carbon number 4, carbon number 5, and carbon number 6. And we will observe that this carbon number 1 and carbon number 2 bond is parallel to carbon number 4 and carbon number 5 bond. And this carbon number 5 or 6 bond is parallel to carbon number 2 and carbon number 3 bond. And this carbon number 1 and 2 bond is parallel to 4 and 5. 5, 6 carbon bond is parallel to carbon number 2, 3 bond. And this carbon number 1 and carbon number 6 bond is parallel to this 3 and 4 bond. Now we draw the Newman projection formula. I am seeing from this side, this is my front carbon, this is my back carbon. So this is our front carbon, this is our back carbon. Similarly, in this molecule, this carbon is our front carbon, this is our back carbon. Front carbon, back carbon. So there is an axial bond here, equatorial bond here, axial bond here, equatorial bond here, axial, equatorial, axial, equatorial. And we can see that this bond, that is carbon number 5, and this is our carbon number 3. This is our carbon number 6, back carbon, and this is our carbon number 2, back carbon. So we can see that the carbon number 5 is connected with carbon number 4 in the downward direction, and 4 is connected with carbon number 3. And carbon number 6 is connected with carbon number 1, and 1 is connected with carbon number 2. So this is the Newman projection formula for the chair-like conformation of cyclohexane. cyclohexane. So we can see that all the carbon hydrogen bonds are in the staggered state. So we see that there is no eclipsing of the bonds. So it is chair-like conformation is free from steric strain, torsional strain, and angular strain. It is almost free from steric strain, torsional strain, and angular strain. So that's why it is the most stable conformation of cyclohexane. Now we draw the energy diagram of different conformations of cyclohexane to understand the stability of different non-planar conformations of cyclohexane. So we can see that these are the conformations, and here is the energy. And we know that energy is inversely proportional to stability. Mean, we can say that energy is inversely proportional to stability. If energy is greater, stability is lower. If energy is lower, then stability is higher. So by different conformation, we see the stability of non-planar conformations of cyclohexane. Suppose this is the chair-like conformation of cyclohexane. It is at least energy, so it is the most stable conformation. This is the chair-like. Then we have twist board, twist board, half chair, and then chair-like. So this is our chair-like conformation, that having least energy, more stable. This is the half chair. This is the twist board. This is the board conformation. This is the twist board. This is the half chair, and this is the another chair-like conformation of cyclohexane. We can see that chair-like conformation of cyclohexane is the more stable conformation, and half chair is the least stable conformation, and twist board is more stable as compared to the board conformation. So this is all about the conformational analysis of cyclohexane.